Oh, there's a big boy. Now, do the big ones hurt you somehow? Awkward. Hi. Are you friendly? I guess not. Are you guys friendly? I guess you guys are just clumsy. Yeah, okay, that's enough of that. Hello, Mills here. Have a very short video, I think short video, of something I want to show related to fishing, and then also just a little note about something with a boat. But as part of the 404 challenge, fishing in the 404 cave is a very important aspect for keeping your health up, or at least it has been for me. And at the time I was trying to figure out how large a pool of water I needed in order to effectively fish. And I just didn't know much about it. So I fiddled around with some stuff, and this may be old news. Again, I don't claim any sort of originality here, but I did work on this and figure out a couple of things. But first, I'm going to show you a very sort of practical, very small footprint fishing hole, the fishing hole in the wall, I'm calling it, and that is to dig 3 deep, 2 high, and then put a hole here, and then gets either a ladder or a sign to put it there, and then a bucket of water right there. Let me get a torch. There we go. I'll show you in a moment. I experimented with trying to get fish from 1 block of water, and there is a way to do it, but it's kind of convoluted. And in fact, if you're going to do that, which I'll show you in a moment, you may as well just do this, because this actually, I think, first of all, it's more reliable from what I could tell, and also it's just, I don't know, it's more efficient. It's less weird. But basically, all you have to do is, the problem with fishing, of course, is that the hook gets stuck on the walls and on the floor and stuff like that. The bobber, or whatever, I don't know what fishing terminology is, so I'm sure it sounds goofy, but it needs to float. It needs to float on the water. But as long as it's floating, you can get fish from any block of water. So in this case here, it's basically going on 3 blocks here. It doesn't have to be running or still or anything. It just needs to be water. So the trick to make this work is that you actually are shooting for a target that's right about right here. It's almost like it's glancing off the edge of this block and goes into there, and then it floats, kind of like this. See, that is floating. The bobber there did definitely go up. Now at this point, you're pretty much just at the mercy of whatever the random drop type scenario, whatever it is that's going on. Let's see if we can get one. It's hit or miss. Whenever your hook sticks to the wall or to the floor and then you retrieve it, your fishing rod takes damage. So it is something to have something that's fairly reliable and not as finicky and fiddly. Yeah, it's probably going to tie. Oh, there we go. Got a fish. So again, if you shoot for this part, now it's not on the stone. It's not completely in the water. See, if I do in the water up here, let's see if it fails. Yeah, see, it's stuck. It's stuck to the ground. Obviously if I do it too low, it does that. But if you do it almost like this on the lower half of this step here, it'll always do this little glance off the edge, and it seems to work pretty well. Now, again, it doesn't matter that the water's flowing or not, and in fact, it also works this way. If you put no, not that way. If you put it here, this will also work, and you pretty much aim for the same target right about here, And it's floating, and it gets the job done. But actually, I turn it the other way around because this can be a little annoying, because if you get close, the water will suck you in, and that's just kind of a nuisance, so you don't want that. Look, see, I'm kind of stuck here. Come here. Ugh. Yeah, that's just annoying. The other thing, too, is that you don't actually need... Okay, now this is drifting a little bit away from the design that I like, but this also works. And you see, technically this is 2 blocks, the source and then the space just below it. And this also works. You shoot for the same target, and it floats. And then you sort of wait for the random drop. Now, I have no actual data to back this up, but it feels to me like this is not as productive. This doesn't yield as much. Now, that may just be, I don't know, I just get more impatient with this arrangement. I like to theorize that it's because the hook is right up against that back wall, the edge of that block, but that could be completely bogus. I have no idea. But it feels like when I'm doing this, I just don't get as much. I will get fish eventually, so this will work eventually, but it just doesn't feel like it's working all of the time. See, we did get a fish, and so it is definitely floating. So that's 2 blocks right there. One thing that is true is that I couldn't get it to work with 1 block in this way here. It's just, there just was no way to do that. But then I thought about instances where, well, first of all, before I go to other arrangements, I did try it in all the cardinal directions, all 4 directions, and it works in all 4 directions. I was concerned that maybe there might be, some southwest rule or something like that. And incidentally, in the 404 challenge where you're not allowed to use torches, my plan is to use a sign over on the back wall or on the side wall here, for example, and then I can have, let's see, I'll just steal this source block here. Then I can have a little light here, like this, and then I can fish and see what's going on. And you can just wall yourself in here. I mean, I'm in a little 3x2x1 space, and then I can just fish here for as long as I want in complete safety. So anyway, that's something that's going to probably happen in the 404 challenge. But the fiddling around with the single source block, I thought maybe in the same way that that water blocks slow you down when you're falling down, like in a water drop to bedrock or whatever, I thought maybe there'd be a way that it could also slow down the hook. And so I wanted to see if I could get fish out of a single block. So I tried, I basically tried this arrangement here. I tried this arrangement from above going down. Well, here, I'll show you. Here we go. Standing on the edge of the ladder here. This just doesn't, it didn't seem to do anything. I mean, it's sticking to the ground every time. So that was not fruitful. Also, this was not fruitful either. It seems to be sticking on the ladder on the back wall. But then I did try this weird thing. Let me get rid of this sign here. Like that. And can I put a torch here? No, I'll put a torch here. Okay, and I have this up. Okay, so you see I have it, this actually is not even relevant anymore. So I had this arrangement here, and if you aim for a spot right about there, let me see if I can do this, right about here. Again, it seems to have like a glancing blow on the back wall. It will float. That is floating. Let's see if we get a fish. There you go. Got a fish from 1 block of water. But this is a little fiddly. See, if you're too close, it does that. If you're too far, it does that. it's like this sweet spot that is just below the top edge of the block at the back wall, right about here. And it does that floaty bit right there. So I guess if push comes to shove and you have this, I mean, you have a really limited footprint because this is only, you know, 2 deep, I guess you could fish from a single block of water like this. Although I think this is, like I said, just it's not as practical as the other setup. Plus it's also a little harder to see. I mean, you can see the thing move. We'll see if it happens here. Yeah, see, I got another fish. So you see it move, but it just doesn't feel as easy to manage as this one does here, where I just pretty much just hit right there and it works every time, and you can clearly see it, and so on and so forth. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that couple different ways to get fish from a small footprint. So this last thing I wanted to show, I recently stumbled upon the YouTube channel for Ethos, or Etho, and his channel is EthosLab, and I'll put a link up on the screen. Again, this may be old news to some of you, but I just stumbled upon the channel, and there's just some wonderful, wonderful thinking there, some amazing contraptions, and he has done the impossible, which is that he's actually made me consider using boats. If you saw the last couple videos, or at least a couple videos ago, I was just completely just moaning and groaning about how annoying boats are. And one of the things that bug me is that when you get out of boats, it just always seems so clumsy and ungraceful. And this is going to seem like a silly thing, but I learned it from one of his videos. He's actually building a boat road that's, well, it's all automated. You should check it out, and I'm definitely going to look at it more closely. But I loved the one video that I saw simply for this idea right here, which is there's a boat nestled in this little V shape here, and as long as you're within range, I can get up close to it. You click the boat, and I guess this works with minecarts too, but you click on the boat and it pops you into this one, and then you just, without moving, you just right click and now you get out. So, and when you walk on it, it won't move. The only way that this one will move is that if you're in the boat and you start using the movement keys, then you'll get it out of alignment. And be careful too, because if it's too far in the wall, I actually did this, it was too far in the wall, and I actually suffocated in this rock here, and there was no way I could get out. It was really sad. But see, that boat doesn't run away. I mean, you can stand up in that boat, but it's like when you jump out of it to get to your dock, or to, you know, to this, oh look, I bumped it. Oh, I guess you can bump it. Well, you can walk on it and it doesn't move. I don't know if this is misaligned now. Let's see, I may die. No, okay. I'll just kind of scoot forward a little bit like this. But anyway, as long as you're within range of the thing, then it's almost like you grab a hold of it. Let me move it this way a little bit. Okay. So yeah, when you jump out of a boat that's in the water and try to hit your target, that's when the boat goes all crazy and out of control. So let's do one more time here. I'm floating along. I have to just kind of get in the vicinity like this, and then boom, pops me right out, nice as you please, without the thing completely running away. So I just wanted to show real quick, because when you place the boat, if you're too close to it, the boat itself can kind of get away from you. So I just kind of wanted to show how I put it up here. Let me just get over here. So yeah, I just made the V shape like this, and that's where the boat's gonna go. But go up. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Oh, here, let me get up this way. Oh no! Stop! Yeah, see, that could happen too. I placed a block before jumping into the boat. The boats are not going to make it easy on me, are they? So I missed when I clicked on the boat and I placed that block just in time for me to click the boat again and suffocate myself. Nice job, huh? Get this out of my way. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, I don't have a pickaxe. So anyway, don't put a block where your head should be. That's today's pro tip. Look at my stuff sitting there. Alright, anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely killed is that when you're placing this boat here, just go up a level, because it puts you kind of a proper distance like this, so that when you go to press to place this boat, you can just click on that far block over there, and it'll just orient it like that. Then you, where's my pick? And you can just break this down. And you know, I don't know about the height thing. In Ethos road thing, he's got it like in a passageway that's up over in like a glass passageway, and when you're flying by it, all you have to do is right click on the boat as it goes by, and it's like an exit. It takes you out of the boat that you're in. But this way you can just actually you don't actually have access to it like this, I don't think. Oh yeah, you do. Okay. Then you just right click and you step out. But I guess it can twist around, but when you're walking on it this way, it seems to be okay. Alright, anyway, I don't know, again, I'll play around with this a little bit more, but I wanted to share that sooner rather than later because I thought that was pretty handy, as long as you don't kill yourself with it, huh? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.